All right, I wanted to go through one of the most missed problems on the quiz for Module 3, and it was graphing something like this. Y is greater than 4x. And I want to first of all just explain and make sure, because I noticed that most of the mistakes that were made on this, where people were trying to graph something like y is greater than 4, not 4x, right? When we have y is greater than 4, well, that's going to be a horizontal line. Right, so on the y-axis, it's telling us go up 4 places, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll draw a line across there. Okay, and then we need to do our shading. Well, if it's greater than 4, then that means all the stuff above it. However, it doesn't have the equal to part, so we actually need to have a dotted line there. So let me just go back and change that really quick. My pen was kind of stuttering here. All right, so your line will look something like that, and then you shade the stuff that is above it up here. So that is what a lot of people were putting for their answer on it, rather than what it should be. So if it says y is greater than 4x, well, 4 is the slope. Right? Because if it's written in the form y equals mx plus b, right, the slope-intercept form, m is the slope, the number in front of the x, and then b is the y-intercept. Well, when we look at this, we say, oh, well, there is no y-intercept because I don't have plus or minus some number. So it might be helpful to put in something like plus 0 to help you remember that your y-intercept is 0. And so if you're looking, to try and graph these, always try and get them into the slope-intercept form, and it might jog your memory of, oh yeah, I need to do this maybe a little bit differently than what I was thinking. So one way to graph this is you can start with the y-intercept, which is right here, right? It's also your x-intercept as well. So that point 0, 0. And then your slope is 4 over 1. So remember that your slope is rise over run. And so that's telling you you're going to go up 4. So rise up 4 and to the right 1. Okay. And then again, it doesn't have the equal to part on our inequality. It's just greater than. And so we do need to just make this a dotted line going through these 2 points. It's always so hard to draw this on here. Let me try and go get the idea, hopefully, on they'll actually make it look nice for you. Right? And then greater than means the stuff above the line, so that's going to be all of the things shaded this way. If it said less than, then we'd want the stuff below the line. And in the videos, they show you how to do a test point. If that makes better sense to your brain to pick a point to do that, you can't choose the point 0, 0 on this because our line is going through 0, 0. So you'd have to pick something else. But if it makes sense to you, if we're saying it's greater than that line, then we want the stuff that is above the line, which is this way. And if it was less than, on the other side would be the stuff below the line. So either way you want to look at that, that's fine, but hopefully that helps you understand, maybe if you missed that question, why you missed it.